You may have first fallen in love with Gracia on The Voice, and if you haven't yet, you will by the end of this program.
The Top, broadcasting worldwide on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com.
As I sit here, I look down at this once great city. Its past riddled with manipulation, deception, and lies. If you weren't so blinded by your own obsession, you'd see the true villain. The mirror doesn't lie. Take a good look, and you'll see everything you truly detest. The future uncertain with the exception of one small detail. I am here to stay. No matter what you throw at me, no matter what you do to me, I'll keep coming, and I'll keep coming. I am the Dork Knight. Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of that right back in 1970. What didn't know about the World Wide Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove along here, just walking in style with a party book and the replay. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How in the hell are you doing, world?
Sup?
What's up with you?
Not much. What's up with you?
You know, a couple of days ago, no, it's been more than a couple of days. We got, I saw a message I don't think I was supposed to see on Facebook because somebody that was up for a WABA award had reposted the voting link and all that stuff, and somebody in the comments said, "Well, I went and I voted for you, but just as a side note, that site is really shitty."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I read it first, and I was a little butthurt.
At first,
I was a little bit butthurt, but then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, "Man, that's true. The site's horrible." And I'm not a web designer guy. You know, we're audio people.
Yeah,
we
don't really do
people.
that. Computer.
Yeah, I just can't afford a web designer. I mean, It's just we do what we do. We do the best we can. But anyway, I got on the website and I did update it a little bit. It looks better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and I'm more proud of it now than I've ever been, the website. But see, I don't have that kind of vision. I'm not a business person, so I don't look at the website as being incredibly important. But I know it is.
Yeah, because
it's just hard for me to see it that way. But I figured, well, if we do have a weakness there, then why not just embrace it?
Or get a friend that's a web designer.
Yeah, that's true. I need more nerd friends.
Yeah,
that could help with that. But we came up with this.
The Chris Top program.
We know the website is really shitty, but the show is not quite as shitty.
Listen live on the ChrisTopProgram.com. Archived shows on Spreaker, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio.
Broadcasting worldwide to at least 3 people.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
You know, it never ceases to amaze me. I do stuff like that, and I post it, and it had a lot of downloads. I don't know what people are doing with it.
It's funny.
It's scaring me, though. but it's honest, and honesty can be kind of funny.
I mean, it's a couple seconds. Like, why download it?
Right. I guess maybe they would have listened to it over and over. I don't know.
Or like, you never know.
You just never know with people.
You never know.
So what do you think about 8,500 votes so far on the WABA Awards?
I think it's bows.
Yeah, and we're just getting started. I mean, these are the nominations, and people are voting for the final four in each category. And I think what we're going to do is something like this. We're going to let this go until the end of the month, and then we're going to post the final four on the website at the beginning of April-ish, and let that ride maybe for the whole month, maybe 15 days or so, and then we'll start the voting for the final four, and then that'll go up until the WABA Awards.
Yeah.
Maybe the night before, and then we'll cut it off. So we'll see how it's going. I mean, if there's a lot of votes still coming in toward the end, we might let it go up to the last minute.
I remember counting votes and everything.
Yeah, an hour before the show, or the award ceremony last year. So we let it go right up to the last minute. Yeah, so it's always fun. And last year, we let everybody kind of see how it was going, so they kind of knew if they were going to win or not. This time, we're going to keep it totally top secret.
Top secret.
Nobody will have a clue.
Do you see the top pun in there?
Yeah, I did. Nobody will have a clue on how they're doing up until they win the award or they don't.
Except for us.
You think anybody will cry or like stomp out of there and be like, I should have won?
I don't think that. With the people that we have, I don't think there's a lot of butthurt in our group.
Right, that's true. It's not like I'm up for an award.
Yeah.
Because then I might leave a little butthurt.
You'd be butthurt and be like,
I should have won that WABA award. What the hell?
I'm Chris Top.
I'm Chris Top, bitches. Yeah, like that. So I don't know. So we'll see how it goes.
You should have won your own award.
I'm excited about seeing Gracia, or meeting Gracia. Well, we're going to meet her in June, but we're going to have her on the show right now.
Yeah.
Did you know she was on The Voice? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I do my homework. I don't know.
Hey, I'm your goofy co-host.
That's true. That's very true. And you're really good at being goofy.
Being awkward.
Yes, you really are. We've got Gracia Harrison on the Chris Top program coming right up. Okay, I want you to say Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Emporium.
That's what I said. Magnolia Emporium.
No, not Magnolia Emporium.
I said that. Magnolia Emporium.
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 No, not young. It's Magnolia Emporium.
Randy.
Magnolia Emporium.
704-248-6808. We want your space to reflect your success.
Go! 4 days out of the year, June 9th through the 12th, talented dorks of the world meet under one roof at B.B. King's Blues Club, Nashville, Tennessee. After 3 days of interviews, the Chris Top program, Magnolia Emporium, and B.B. King's Blues Club, Nashville, will bring you the WABA Awards 2016.
2 full hours of laughs, tears, triumph, and loss. Many of your favorite artists will be performing live.
This entire event is free to the public.
Everyone is encouraged to show up live and in person and listen to each live broadcast.
Feel free to get a picture on the red carpet with your favorite artist. You are all invited free of charge to the WABA Awards too. Remember, the event will not cost anyone a dime, but we are encouraged to buy food and drinks at B.B. King's, and don't forget to tip your server.
Some lucky listeners will win free food vouchers while attending the awards ceremony. Some will even get a sweet treat from Hey Sugar Shop and leave smitten. Keep checking this page along with Facebook for the most current details.
We want to thank everybody for taking the rocky road to working on being awesome with us. June 12th, 2016, a handful of the world's most talented will walk away with a WABA Award.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program. Take it from the top.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program. I'm going to tell you this real quick, and I know I say it all the time. You probably get sick of hearing it, but we don't take you for granted. I promise you that. I mean, there's so many other things you could be doing, like millions of other things, but then you chose to listen to us. Makes us feel really, really good. Do you feel the same way? I mean, I'm pretty sure you do. You got ice in your mouth.
I do, because I'm chewing my ice.
I couldn't do that because
I'm on the air.
My
Like, what am I
tongue would
doing?
freeze and I wouldn't be able to talk. How do you even do that?
I just talk like this. Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody?
Whatever. Okay, so all right, now Gracia, I had to talk to Julie because I wasn't sure how to pronounce your name.
Yeah, nobody gets it right ever, so you're okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to sound goofy and get on here and be like, Gracia?
Garcia
Yeah.
is the worst one I've had. I'm like, can you not spell? Like,
And I got to say, I mean, I look at Smoke Show Entertainment and I see a lot of strong women in the mix.
yes,
Yes,
for sure.
and I'm a little intimidated and a little afraid.
You should be.
Okay,
We don't bite.
I don't believe you. I
Maybe sometimes.
just sometimes. Just warn us first.
Every now and then.
Yeah, before you sink your teeth
That's
in.
what makes it scary, though.
Vampires
don't warn.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're vampires now, but
Now, I think I know the answer to the question I'm going to ask you, and I just told Allie about this before we got you on, that you were on The Voice. And with that being said, when you look back at your career and what you've accomplished so far, what would you say is the high point up until now?
Honestly, there's a lot of high points. I mean, for being 18 and having gotten casted on The Voice, that was a very high point in my life. And, just having the opportunity to open for a lot of the major acts I've been able to has been huge. And then signing with Smoke Show was like the biggest, bomb out of everything else. I was like, wow, all right, we're really doing this. So,
I was kind of looking for being on the Chris Top program. Is what I was.
And that as well.
he's butthurt now.
I'm a little bit butthurt, Gracia, and I'm kidding. No, but you've done a lot. I mean, especially for as young as you are, you've done so much, and you seem, and everybody's I guess definition of success is different.
Right.
And it may be, I might still be flipping burgers, but I wake up in the morning, I know I got to go to work, but then after that, I've got a gig.
Right. Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of a thing for a lot of up and coming musicians, that's just what you got to do. But as long as you're following your dreams, that's all that matters.
Yeah. And in a sense, you've made it regardless of whether or not you're playing LP Field or you're playing some bar, right?
Right. Exactly. It's like, as long as you have fans that support you, that's all that matters,
Now, tell me a little bit about I don't want to spend too much time on this because I know this is probably the question you've been asked the most, so I want to get it out of the way now. But just briefly tell me about your experience on The Voice. I mean, did you leave with a feeling enlightened, or did you leave with a bad taste in your mouth?
Definitely enlightened.
Okay.
It was very hard for me to go home, but at the same time, the glass is half full, and there's a lot of people that didn't get the opportunity I did, and especially coming from a small town, I never thought something like that would happen to me. So
sure,
and it opened a lot of doors of opportunity, and that's all that matters. You got to take what God's given you and run with it. So
make the best out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure at the very least, you had a great chance to network and meet a lot of cool people.
Oh my God, yes. So many cool people, like, teammates on The Voice and being with Smoke Show, just so many people that I've gotten to meet in the industry that, have helped me progress as an artist. So that's awesome.
And I look at you and I see a superstar already.
Well, thank you.
Well, and that's just the truth. I mean, I'm not trying to kiss up or anything like that.
Thank you.
But how much did you fangirl though? Because you're just a normal person too. When you share the stage with Frankie Ballard or the Swon Brothers or Tyler Farr, Scotty McCreery, the list goes on.
I fangirl to an extent, but at the same time, at the end of the day, we're all just artists, trying to make it. And, for the most part, I've been blessed enough to open for very genuinely nice people who, are very humble and are very, still working on their craft and their art. And that's awesome, to get to work with people that still, are happy and feel like they're blessed to be where they're at. So that's been really awesome for me.
And at this point, do you still get any stage fright when you jump up there?
Sometimes. It depends how big the crowd is. Every now and then, take a shot of Jack.
Which is scarier? Which is scarier, like these giant stages with all these people, or when you're on television?
Definitely on television, just because I think live, it's a totally different atmosphere, and being televised, it's like, you can't go back.
There's no
like the same live, but live, people get the opportunity to come see you again, and you get to share a little bit of yourself each time you perform. Whereas television, it's just you get one shot, and it's that's it. That's all they see of you. So, and
if you screw it up, then it's there.
Right.
It's stuck.
Live, you get a little more leniency. People understand that, I think.
I always think back to the Miss Americas when they fall down.
Oh, right. It's like, oh my.
And then for the rest
girls. I could never be a pageant queen.
For the rest of their life, it's, you're the one that fell down on stage.
Right.
That would be me. That would totally be me.
You just have to get up with grace, though. I mean, there's a good,
Right.
Get up with
pick
grace.
yourself up.
Yeah, that's right. You could be a beauty pageant queen, though. I mean, you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. You're so sweet.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying, because I know we've got to meet you in June, so I don't want to be...
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I can't wait for CMAs.
I don't want to be mean, because you could totally get me back.
I love being picked on. It's kind of a game.
How excited are you about the CMA Fest, though?
I'm so excited. CMAs are my favorite part of every June. I look forward to it every summer. It's the coolest time. You get to meet so many new artists and, awesome industry professionals. It's so fun.
Now, when that comes around, do you put on your performer goggles, or are you more of a fan during the CMA Fest?
Definitely performer goggles. I've had a couple times I've been there was one time I did fangirl, because I did a couple autograph signings, in the Music City Center, and you eat lunch in the artist room and whatever, and I was like sitting next to Big and Rich, whatever, they're awesome, and but I've always looked up to Kelly Pickler.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I had to totally fangirl over her. I was like, okay, I know you're trying to relax, but can we please have a picture? Thank you so much.
She's going to be here in Clarksville, I guess, next month.
Oh, my gosh. That's so exciting. She's amazing. Yeah. She's so talented.
So you should come down and see her. She's going to be at the Rivers and Spires that they close downtown, and there's it's 2 nights and a bunch of really cool. It's kind of like a little mini CMA Fest.
Really? That would be awesome. Yeah. I totally will try to make a point to get down there. She's one of my favorites. Yeah,
so she's definitely the headliner this year. We get some pretty good acts out here in Clarksville, though, so it's pretty cool.
Clarksville's awesome. So.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go. My son, he's graduating from the Marines just a couple of days before that, so that's got the priority.
Exciting.
Yeah, that's my priority. So we're going to definitely go see him, but we'll see how it plays out, because I'd like to see Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
She was actually in my hometown not too long ago, and I missed her, and I was so disappointed.
Oh.
So disappointed.
Is she one of your role models, or is she like one of the people that you'd love to open for one of these days, or
yes. Yeah, and I think it's more like she's had, a very hard life, and I love that, because I feel like I can relate, and she's came out of it, and she has just taken the cards life has dealt her, and she's made an awesome career out of it, and she's never given up, and that's always been very inspiring to me.
And if you can't take anything else from it, no matter what sort of job you do, she comes across as being so strong.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
she does,
definitely. Which I love that. I'm all about independent women.
Yeah, and just independent people in general. Yes. I mean, she's a good role model for men or women. I think it doesn't matter. Yeah,
exactly. Yes, just
absolutely.
Dealing with it.
Now, okay, so I've got. I'm torn because I want to play your song. But I've got more questions. I guess we have time to do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess we have time to do both.
Let's do it.
Now, before I play Jezebel.
Ooh, Jezebel.
Is there anything else in the works? Do you have more songs coming out anytime soon?
I do. We are getting ready to head into the studio.
Yeah.
I cannot be more excited about this. We're going into the studio at the end of the month.
So that's soon.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You're in I've been counting down the days. I think it was 15 last I checked, but I have a really hard time remembering what day it is.
So it's coming up.
Been a hot mess. But we I got pitched a song by a couple very, very incredible writers. Kelsey Ballerini being one of them. The other two are Will Nance and let's see. It was Will Nance and Jennifer Demark, and Kelsey Ballerini was one of the other ones. So
how exciting is that?
Yes, and Kelsey was actually the one who did the demo, I believe, and it's called Boys in a Beach Town, and I'm so excited because I'm such a beach girl. I love the ocean, so I could not be more excited and feel like this song was more meant to be. So
yeah, that's super exciting.
Great. Yes, I can't wait.
So can you talk to Julie for me,
Yes.
and just see if maybe I could hear that song before it comes out?
Oh, definitely.
Possibly.
Obviously, for sure.
Yeah, I won't play it or
That's
anything.
a given.
Yeah, I just want to hear. But see, I feel like you could put in a good word
Oh, yeah.
for me.
I can.
Intent.
I'll do it. I can.
Now, how was the beach trip? Because you guys just kind of packed up and left.
We did. I am such a free spirit. I texted her and it was 1 a.m. and I was like, hey, do you want to go to Destin tomorrow? And she's like, she's totally a free spirit too. And she's like, well, all right. And I was like, okay, we'll leave at 10 o'clock. And so we literally just packed up and went to Destin, and it was a good time because I needed that ocean trip. It just, resets your soul and gets you back on the right track.
Well, that's great, and it's good that you're able to do that kind of stuff. And
yes, it's a blessing.
Most people don't have the guts.
Yeah.
No, and you know what? So many people I know are like, I wish I could be like Gracia and pick up. I'm like, you can. You
Just
can.
do it.
Just go.
Yeah, life is too short. You just gotta jump in and just head first and do it.
Because life can be so crappy a lot of the time, so you have to. And if,
it's what you make it.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly. And the good moments aren't just going to happen. You have to make them happen sometimes.
Yes, exactly. I'm 110% behind that.
I freaking love Gracia. How do you feel?
I love her too.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
love you guys.
Yeah.
You're so cute.
Aw, group hug over
Yep.
the radio.
Oh, I can't wait till June. We're gonna get her.
Legit
we're gonna
hugs.
big grizzly
we're
bear
gonna
hug.
have so much fun.
She'd be like,
You
okay,
guys are always such a blast.
okay, Chris, let me go. Stop hugging me now.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm totally excited about that. So we're gonna get to meet you and Barry and Julie. I know during the fest, and we I think we set aside a 2-hour block just to sort of just go with you guys.
Yes, and thank you for that. We're so excited.
It's going to be fun.
I can't even wait.
And you need to bring merchandise and drop it off sometime, and we can display it. Like the first 3 days, and then on the award ceremony during that, we can give it away as a door prize.
Yes, definitely. We are totally in the works of. I have a lot of old stuff, but we're in the process of making a lot of very fun, beachy, summery stuff to go with the single. You know, 'cause it's summer.
Yes.
You know, you gotta have fun with it.
Yes, absolutely.
Who doesn't love summer?
So that could be the summer song this year.
I hope so. We are definitely hoping so. It's gold. You know, when it was pitched to me, I was like, this is it.
I'm excited out of my mind for you right now. This could be cool because I would love, and I can't imagine how you feel, but I would love to be driving to work and just have my radio on and then hear your song come on this summer.
Oh my God, me too. I listen to the demo all the time because I'm just so excited to do it. Like, I can't
Dude, I'm there.
to listen to myself doing it.
I can't wait to have my autographed copy so we can hang it on the studio
Right, that
wall.
would be so
Yes,
freaking
I would love
epic.
that.
Dude, I'm totally going to fanboy over you when we see you.
And that's
It's,
okay.
it's over.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to be able to
I
do the
love it.
interview.
I'm
It's gonna.
fangirling over you,
Yeah.
so it's okay.
So it's like you're
It's a
gonna
mutual
be there, and I'm gonna be like,
fanboying.
okay, Gracia, you just talk. I'm just gonna sit here. That's how it's gonna go. I know. Okay.
It's okay, we're equal. 'Cause I'm fangirling.
So it'll
over
be
you.
2 hours of dead air. That'll be
Right, yay.
great. Okay, so Jezebel. Now, did you write this yourself?
I did not.
Okay.
Jezebel
You know
did.
what? I can't. It was such a. This sounds horrible, but I know Beverly Hensley was one of the other writers on it, one of the bigger writers on it, and that was pitched to me as well. And the first time I heard it, I just had to go with it because it was so very catchy, and it was just very. It's just an awesome song, and it did very well, in music row charts. So. That's cool. So
yeah, and you've got to have some talent in picking the right songs. When you don't write them, you have to be able to relate to them a little bit,
yes,
or at least feel it.
Yeah,
feel it. And I feel like my thing is, if I hear a song and I get a feeling, you get the feels. You're just like, this is it. And so
yes, feels.
Yeah, the feels, the feels. So that was one of those songs. Honestly, a lot of people disagreed with me. They weren't very sure about it, but it ended up it was pretty successful.
Got to go with your gut.
Yeah, I was like, your gut feeling is you got to go with it. So
that's what Rick Grimes taught me from.
Oh, okay. Now, before we play Jezebel, I want to ask you this. You are so good at singing the rock songs because I came across, I was stalking you the other day. And
Did you see my Paradise City?
That's what I was going to bring up.
Okay.
You totally rocked that out. I watched it like 3 times. I'm like, dude, I mean, should she be singing rock and roll or should she be doing country? I guess you can mix them both.
Yeah, you can do both. Who says?
Yeah, and that's kind of the good thing with. I feel like country music now is sort of evolving into. You got Eric Church, you got Brantley Gilbert. You got a lot of people that are. They have the southern aspect of it, but they also are. Eric especially has really incorporated a lot of classic rock, which is awesome because that's totally a never dying music era. Right. So I'm all about that. I was raised on southern rock, or classic rock, both. But my mom's side of the family listened to a lot of country, and my dad raised me on like Van Halen and Def Leppard and all that stuff. So I developed a love for it at a very early age. So still carrying on.
Do you have any covers of you singing Sweet Child of Mine? Or have you ever tried that one?
I do not right now. We do it live. Usually my full band shows, usually we close out with Paradise City. And then acoustic shows, we usually close out with Sweet Child of Mine just because it's a little easier to do acoustically than Paradise City.
Yeah, that's like one of my top favorite songs of all time. I love it.
Guns N' Roses is just, they're amazing. Man. They're fabulous. So.
Yeah, well, I grew up, I was a teenager in the 80s. And
I wish I was you. I really wish.
Yeah, then you'd be an old man by now. But I think back at Guns N' Roses, and it just stirs so many memories. And I love seeing new spins on it, and people performing the Guns N' Roses stuff. And maybe you can help me with this. There's something about Sweet Child of Mine that it makes me want to cry every time I hear it.
It's just a beautiful song, and it's like everybody knows it. It hits home to everyone. I don't even know what to say. It's just so good.
Yeah. I mean, if I was you and had your talent and I was singing it, I don't even know if I could make it through it. I don't know. I don't know.
And Axl, he hits those high notes. It gets hard sometimes, but you just got to push through it.
Yeah, he was the man. I got to see them live in concert. How much do you envy me now?
I envy you. So that's my goal. I heard they are going on tour this summer, and that's
really?
My goal is to go see them. Yeah, I think they're playing at Coachella. So I'm like, and they're doing a tour after that. So I'm like,
really?
I've got to get out and see them.
That's sweet.
Is Axl going to be with them, or?
I'm not sure. I want to say yes, but do not quote me on that.
Oh,
but,
man.
Regardless, it's still most of Guns N' Roses.
If you get a chance, you call Julie up at 1 a.m. and be like, Julie, you got to go see GNR right now. We got to go.
God, yes. I've been wanting to see Def Leppard is another one of my favorites. And I've been wanting to see them for like the past, 3 years. And when I lived in Nashville, they were there, and I missed them. And I missed them when they were here in St. Louis, back close to my hometown. And I'm like, this year is the year I'm going to all these classic rock legends concerts. I'm doing it.
I want to go. Man. I want to go to an Alice Cooper concert.
That's another one. Yeah.
Yes.
That would be so much fun.
He's so freaking cool. I want to see him die and come back to life on stage.
Right. Yeah.
All right, so I'm sure everybody wants to, the people who don't know who you are yet, I'm sure they want to hear Jezebel, so I'm going to stop putting it off.
Okay,
All
right, let's do it.
And let them hear it. But this is Gracia Harrison, Jezebel, on the Chris Top program.
Jezebel, Jezebel, whiskey drinking ne'er-do-well, cold as ice and hot as hell, wicked as a gypsy spell. Is it love or is it lust? She'll leave you in a cloud of dust. Heaven cried on the day you fell for Jezebel. Well, you walked out by the river, they were baptizing sinners. Your eyes met with a preacher, so you walked the other way. Further down the creek bed, you saw a little redhead. She was swimming naked in the cold, clear stream. One thing to another, then underneath their covers, one liquor bottle later, you can't recall a thing. Jezebel, Jezebel, whiskey drinking ne'er-do-well, cold as ice and hot as hell, wicked as a gypsy spell. Is it love or is it lust? She'll leave you in a cloud of dust. Heaven cried on the day you fell for Jezebel. Well, now the next morning, stretching and yawning, thinking about how he can get some money for a ring. Gets up to make breakfast, she's in there in a black dress. She says, don't go in the closet, and he does it anyway. He opens up the door, and his heart falls out onto the floor. Sneaks out the back window, and then he starts to run. Jezebel, Jezebel, whiskey drinking ne'er-do-well, cold as ice and hot as hell, wicked as a gypsy spell. Is it love or is it lust? She'll leave you in a cloud of dust. Heaven cried on the day you fell for Jezebel. Well, she don't own a Bible, don't know Jesus, got a black heart cold as a stone. No, she don't own a Bible, don't know Jesus, got a black heart cold as a stone. Well, he gets back to the river and his body starts to shiver. His wallet and his dignity are gone, but he's alive. Then he sees a pastor and he starts running faster. Says, preacher, can you baptize me right away? She already found another, and underneath her covers, one liquor bottle later, he can't recall a thing. Oh. Jezebel, Jezebel, whiskey drinking ne'er-do-well, cold as ice and hot as hell, wicked as a gypsy spell. Is it love or is it lust? She'll leave you in a cloud of dust. Heaven cried on the day you fell. Heaven cried on the day you fell for Jezebel.
Yeah, I listened to that song, and I'm just out of breath after just listening to it.
Oh my God, me too, because singing it, I'm like, oh my God. It's a good one though. It's so good. I love
Yes, what a great pick. I mean, how much of you do you see in that song?
it. What's that?
How much of your own personality do you see in that song?
A lot, because it's very sassy, and I'm very sassy. It's got so much attitude, which I am totally all about.
Embrace it. Embrace it.
Yeah, and
It is, and the thing I also picked it for is it's just so very it's not super traditional as far as lyrically, which I really liked that. You know, it is, but the music makes it very very country, but at the same time lyrically I don't think it is, which I like that because I try to go for more like taboo subjects.
Sure, yeah. Push the envelope, Have fun with it.
Always,
Yeah.
and because music's ever evolving, and I feel like I want to be the one to try to evolve country music a little more than it. And, there are so many women out there doing that already, like Casey Musgraves and Miranda Lambert, but You know, I
I love
wanna
Casey.
jump on that bandwagon for sure.
Yeah, and you know, the country music crowd is the most wonderful crowd that there is, because artists like you can come along and you can really push it to the limit, and they're still going to appreciate it. And then they're going to turn right around and listen to the traditional stuff too, because they still love it, and it's always going to have a place. Which
is the greatest thing about country music. I love that.
You could release an album where you're totally like just way out in the universe somewhere, and then you could release your next album that's totally traditional, and both of them would do fine.
Right, exactly. Like, look at when was it Garth Brooks that he did that Alter Ego album, and it was you know, and then
Chris something
like, hey, here I am, the real me again, like country music, and it's awesome.
Talk about being weird and cool at the same time. Wasn't that a weird idea?
It was, but I love it. I'm so inspired by people like that. Like Lady Gaga, honestly, as far as, you know, artists right now, is one of my big inspirations, just because she does that. She really, you know, she's had country versions of some of her songs, which I know didn't get a lot of airplay, but, you know, still it's like, it's cool to kind of push the envelope and do, you know, what you care about. So
I love it when artists say what they feel and not what they think they should say, because normally if you're in the country music genre, you're not going to mention Lady Gaga.
Right.
Yeah. So
she's a little out there, but, you know, she's, I think she's got the right idea as far as creativity goes. She's very, you know, outspoken, and I love that about her. She's one of my biggest inspirations for sure.
Now, if I want to know everything there is to know about you, or if I want to tweet with you, any of that stuff, is there? Where can I go to find your social networks?
Facebook, it's just Gracia Harrison. It's facebook.com/ the Gracia Harrison, or Gracia Harrison Official. And then Instagram, I'm at it's at Gracia Harrison, and then Twitter is Gracia_Harrison. So
we shall be Twitter buddies.
Yes.
Twitter buddies for life.
I'm trying to get better at Twitter. I'm bigger on Instagram and Facebook than I am on Twitter, but I'm working on it.
Well, we're pretty good on Facebook, and I'm getting better on Twitter, but Instagram, I suck.
Hey, it's because I do it and not you. I'm the one that works Instagram. I'll take the blame.
It is fine.
Now, I'm a little bummed out because I've been trying to look up your webpage, and it's not done yet.
Yes, it's under construction right now. We're still working on it. After I've switched over to management, obviously, with Smoke Show, and so we're kind of building that right now. So that's under construction, but hopefully it will definitely be up by the time the single is released. Everything will be up there. So
good. So you'll shoot me the link as soon as it's ready.
Of course, yes.
Nice. And I want to make sure people know how to spell your name. It's Gracia, and then it's Harrison, and it's Gracia. It's GraciaHarrison.com. Okay. So it will be that when you have it. Okay. So sometimes I didn't know if it was that or Gracia Harrison Music. Sometimes people do that, and I get confused.
Yeah, it's just it's confusing.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can go with that.
So the new album, it's going to come out. Now, is it going to go directly to iTunes? Are you going to release singles or the whole thing at once, or how's that going to work?
As of now, we're just going to do a single, but it will be on iTunes. It'll be, you know, anywhere that you can get it, you know, Amazon, iTunes, all that good stuff. And then we're planning to have the EP done by the end of the summer. So,
that's so exciting.
Yes, I cannot even wait. There's so many, you know, I'm just so excited about it.
Are you going to have hard copies too?
Yes, we are planning on probably a limited amount, but we are going to have hard copies. Yes.
And so maybe you could bring a couple to the CMA Fest, maybe?
Well, of course.
Sweet. And even though you're going to give us a sneak peek, I still want to buy your stuff when it comes out on iTunes too.
Right. It's so much better when you have the hard copy. But yes, we'll definitely have it with us there. Yes.
Now, Allie, how important, like when Gracia's stuff starts to come out on iTunes, how important is it that people actually go out and buy it as opposed to stealing the music?
It's major because it
is. Yes, it's so. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, she's got a rant. Just give her like a minute.
Got a rant.
Let her get it out of her system.
We're on the same page, so you go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay.
So
you just step away from the mic a little bit.
Step away from the mic.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
When artists work this hard to put something out for everybody, then they should buy that music.
Yeah.
because,
But I could steal it easy. I mean,
yeah,
it's free.
Yeah, you
right?
could do that,
Okay.
but should
Okay.
you? No.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know.
Okay.
You shouldn't do that because the artist works so hard to give that to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you should buy it so that they can continue doing what they love. It's just not fair. So don't steal that music. That's shady as all crap.
Okay.
So if I catch you stealing the music, I will hunt you down.
Oh my goodness, that was so loud. And so if people skip Starbucks for one day, they could probably buy Gracia's whole EP.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, and that's all it takes.
Yeah, that's it. Why wouldn't you? Why
Exactly.
would you steal the music?
For just a couple of dollars, you can have something that's going to last you forever. And if you love it, you love it, and why not support them?
And you're helping the artists get closer to their dream. So buy the music.
Boom, bam.
It's important.
Well, and the biggest thing to me is I know, like, a lot of I am not trying to diss on people using Indiegogo because I'm about to do the same thing for my whole album. But I've say the last single we put out, I was lucky enough to have people that sponsor me because like recording music is not cheap. It's very expensive. And I saved up enough money to do this track on my own, and so I'm very proud of it, to finally just be like, hey, this is all me, like this is me. So definitely important that you don't steal it.
Of course. And how supportive family, friends are do they totally back you up, or are they like, I think it's time you get a real job. You did the voice. All that's over now. Go out and get a real job.
They sound just like that.
You have that, but I actually have one of my great friends sitting next to me right now. I'm at her house right now, and she's been one of the biggest, a pusher to me and all of that. And same with Julie, who is, the CEO of Smoke Show. My mom, everybody, the people that care about you will push you in the right way. And, people who don't, screw them. So
there you go. That's great advice.
The thing with music is there are going to be a lot of people that doubt you until you make it to where they are going to be like, oh, I backed her, but you have to remember the people that were there for you before you.
I think it's so cool because I know you're going to be successful. I know that.
Thank you.
And I think it's cool that we were able to jump in here and kind of get to know you a little bit before that happens.
Yeah, thank you. And I cannot appreciate that enough. Like, thank you guys so much for having me on here.
We love you. It's fine. But now, okay. Speaking of love, is there a significant other in your life? And I've got to ask this question.
Uh-oh.
I am single as a Pringle.
Oh, now is
single
that
as a Pringle?
Now is that just because you haven't found the right person yet, or is that because music is your love right now?
A little bit of both. It's very hard to find people that are going to support you in an industry where, other guys, girls even maybe, are throwing themselves at you. And, so until I've reached the point that I'm at, my career is more important than any relationship I'll have, because you know what? Your career is not going to wake up in the morning and tell you, hey, I decided I found someone else, No.
There might be a song in that somewhere. There could be. Now, so if the right guy or girl, I mean, I don't know. I got to ask.
All right.
I mean, if the right
person
like was to approach you and try to win over your heart, what do they have to do?
Well, basically just support me, and honestly, a lot of my friends are like, you don't pick the right ones, but I don't really find appearances kind of necessary, but you know what, like I feel like I look for vibes and soul and people that just have a good all over are just good people, which honestly in today's world is kind of hard to find, but
sure.
I totally agree with you.
I'm still looking.
You just gave every guy around the world listening to this hope.
Maybe one will come out of the woodwork. We'll see.
You never know. Now, you said, is that your best friend that's listening with you?
Yes, she actually does jewelry for me, so she does a lot of it for all my shows.
So she provides all your bling.
Yeah, she actually. When I first got off The Voice, she emailed me and she was like, "Hey, can I do jewelry for you?" And I was like, who is this girl? And then it was funny because we ended up meeting up and then we became best friends and now she does everything for me. So
maybe she could throw in a couple of things for us to give away at the WABO Awards.
Yeah, totally.
That'd be
I'm
cool.
sure she totally would be down for that.
Yeah, and we can let people like wear it for red carpet pictures and then we can give it away the last day.
Yeah, she's very talented. She's amazing.
Well, sweet. Let me talk to her for a second because I want to get some dirt on you.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. I like doing stuff like this.
Yeah, no, you do.
Now what is your name?
Kim.
Kim?
Yeah.
So now how long have you known Gracia?
I don't know. How long has it been? Like 4 years?
Yeah.
Like 4 years?
Okay, so what are some bad habits that Gracia has?
Let's get some dirt here.
So, I mean, did you ever like catch her picking her nose or anything like that while you're watching TV?
I don't answer my texts.
Let's see. What do you do?
I don't answer my texts.
Yeah,
I heard
would
one.
say she's really bad at like not answering text messages.
Oh, yeah. So how frustrating does that get?
Standing up
Like,
in my driveway and saying she's here. Let's see. Oh, she's late everywhere she goes.
oh, she just keeps going.
Yeah, there's
when
more.
I have plans with her, I
Yeah.
always tell her like 5, 10, sometimes a half hour early, just so that I know she'll be there.
That's a good idea.
No,
strategy.
she's actually gotten a lot better about it over the
Yeah.
last couple of years. But in the beginning, I swear I would be somewhere meeting up with her, and she would be so late, I'd almost leave sometimes.
Maybe we should all get together and have an intervention.
Yeah, she needs an
We
intervention.
probably should. It's a really bad habit.
Okay, you let me know when you want
It's an
to.
annoying habit too, because you sit
Yeah.
there and you're waiting forever.
I agree with you.
Let me know when you want to put that together, and we'll show up with
It can be
candles and
arranged.
everything.
Yes.
And we'll tell Gracia that we're going to meet like an hour, earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so she'll be on
Yeah,
time.
we have to make sure that it's
Yeah, that she shows
that it
up.
works.
Well, Kim, it was nice to meet you.
You too.
All right, thank you for the dirt.
She's great. But
Well,
definitely
good.
very truthful, which I love about her.
And those are the best friends, the ones that that notice your flaws and still love you.
And she does. And you know what? Some people get offended by that, but I'm like, please tell me all the things they do wrong, because that's the only way you can fix it,
Yeah,
right?
dude, she kept going. I mean, it was like crazy.
And this, and this, and this.
So how does this sound? This hour is already over. It flew by.
I know.
It's
Oh my
done.
God, I just looked at the clock and I'm like, oh my God. Like,
I know, it's crazy. See, when you're having fun, it really does fly by.
it does. It does.
So the website's coming. The new music's coming. We got an EP coming out this summer.
Yes.
You're going to be in Nashville at the CMA Fest at the WABO Awards for sure. And if you're going to be performing anywhere during the CMAs, are you going to? I'm guessing you're going to post that all over the place.
Oh, all over.
Okay, so
Can't miss it.
the only bummer about that for me is we'll be at BB King's like all 4 days, so I won't get to come see you. But I do want to promote you though, so hopefully other people can get out there and see you for sure.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we will definitely let you know. BB King's is awesome, though. Totally.
Well, good. And they give us, it's so cool. They give us this little private room. I call it little, but I mean, you could comfortably seat like 200 people in there, and it's just
That is awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
BB King's is one of my favorite places. When I lived in Nashville, I currently don't right now, but that was one of the places I would go to all the time. It's awesome.
well, good. So it'll be like a little family reunion when you come back.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, we can't wait to see you in June. It's just going to absolutely be fun.
I know. I'm so excited. I can't wait. CMAs are so fun. It's like
Oh,
my favorite
well, thank
part
you.
Of the summer.
See, she makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really
A
does.
little more in fuzzies.
Yeah, I know. So I guess that's it. We're out of time, and then we've got more Smoke Show on the way. We've got 2 more interviews coming up. We're just being overtaken by the Smoke Show women today.
We're a pretty powerful group. Barry and Julie, we kick some A word.
I told Julie.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can say ass. It's internet. I mean, you can do whatever.
That's
Right, ass.
Yeah, but I told Julie, I said, Julie, I'm a little bit afraid of you, just so you know. And she just laughed at me. I was like, whoa.
No, she's a sweetheart, but she packs a punch. She knows what she's doing.
Well, good. I can't wait to meet you guys for sure, and I can't wait for the new music. I'm totally excited about that.
Me too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, you're welcome. I guess I'll take us out this time. You
Yeah,
did it last
because
time.
I'm chewing ice
Okay.
again.
So we don't take you for granted. I promise you that. Stick around. We've got 2 more interviews coming up. Well, really more like conversations, isn't it? I mean, really?
We might as well just start calling them conversations.
Yeah, these aren't really interviews, I don't think. So until we broadcast again, which is going to be in about 9 minutes, remember this. Life is good, and we're gone.
Maybe a dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time for an acronym.
2, 3, 4.
W